Hey guys, Mr. Davis again, going over our last skill. It's going to be bandaging a wound on a patient. Now, due to social distancing guidelines and the current state, I have my special volunteer here, Barry. So Barry's going to be our volunteer to help me demonstrate how to wrap a wound. All right, so let's say Barry is working, has cut his arm, okay? First of all, I do not have any gloves on, so I do not want to touch any wounds right now. So what I'm first going to do is after I get my materials, my gauze and everything, I'm going to hand this to Barry. Barry's going to take it, and I'm going to instruct Barry to put pressure on the wound, okay? You can see there, Barry is holding the gauze onto the wound. While he's doing that, I'm putting gloves on. All right, since I hope he can't do that. All right, so I'm just going to pretend I have now put my gloves on, so let's pretend I'm wearing gloves. I'm going to take over and apply the pressure. After a couple seconds, I'm going to look. If it's bleeding through, I'll add more gauze. If it seems to be stopping, that's the point where we'll wrap it. Now, whatever kind of wrap you have might be different. Some have the clips, some don't. Where we want to start is right over the bandage. All right, so I'm starting over the bandage, and I'm wrapping around it, working to keep pressure on the wound as best I can, okay? When we're wrapping, we want to make sure that we get above the wound and below it. We want to try to get a nice seal over this bandage, okay? We don't want to leave it exposed. If it's exposed, then things could get underneath it. It could get dirty. We don't want that. So we want to wrap above and below, making sure to keep firm pressure on the wound itself, making sure that the wrap is nice and snug. If it's loose, then it's going to slide around. We don't want that, okay? Now let's say your wrap does not have clips or anything like that to secure it. What you can do when you get to the end is you can simply tuck it underneath one of the ends, nice and firm, all right? Hopefully this helps. If you have any questions about it, let me know. But you can see I've wrapped below and wrapped above the wound. And again, the big thing is we don't want to touch anything till we have gloves on. So make sure that you have the person who's injured apply that initial pressure. All right? If you have any questions, let me know.